Okay, we are 20 people now, and we would be starting the webinar. I will just hand over to Tolu because he would be the one handling this webinar. Thank you guys for joining early again. And please feel free to put in any questions in the chat. Over to you, Tolu.
Hi, guys. Good morning. And thank you for joining the webinar. My name is Tolu Ayokoya, and I would be your trainer for today, pretty much. Okay. So basically, the agenda for today's session is split into two halves. We will first talk to you about ourselves as a training business, who we are, what we do, the courses we have to offer, the discounts and offers we have for people on today's session, valid only for today's session. And we'll take a couple of Q&As, question and answers. And then if we have time, then we can just give you guys a quick taster of how our training looks like in terms of, training you on project management and all that good stuff. Okay. So moving straight into myself, my name is Tolu Ayokoya. I'm the founder here at the Newleaf Group. The Newleaf Group, we are a training and management consultancy firm originally established in the UK, but now in Nigeria. About myself, I've been working in project management for over 10 years, 12 years to be precise. And my experience spans across IT, PMO, IT project management, IT program management. I've been a Scrum Master for quite some time. In terms of my delivery domains, delivered data security projects, payments projects, IT cyber projects, regulatory finance change projects, and a couple of what we can see below are some of my certifications, but that's the boring part, right? Now, in terms of who we are as a business, like I said to you guys, we were established in and around 2017 in the UK, and our objective is simple: to work with individuals and encourage people to get into tech, because tech is pretty much the way forward. Okay. And our mantra in the UK and now in Nigeria is to encourage people to invest in themselves, invest in and learning a new tech skill, invest in gaining a certification that would enable you or put you on the right pedestal to be able to secure a job, right? Either within the Nigerian economy, or if you're already on your way out to any foreign country, to help you be competitive over there, or to even help you get remote jobs while you're still in Nigeria or wherever you are in the world. Okay. Now, in terms of our training programs, before I go into the programs that we have to offer, it's very, very important to note that because you guys are on the call today, and because you have decided to join this webinar, we have some discounts that are on all our programs that would only be valid for the duration of this webinar. What does that mean? It means that by the time we start talking about the courses that we have, the prices, the prices that we have on this screen, on this slide, which I'll be sharing with you guys, is only valid for this call. So if you're interested and you're thinking, oh, I want to basically take part in this offer, and you don't have all of the money, all you have to do is just to be able to put in a minimum financial commitment of 50,000 naira to ensure that you benefit from it, bearing in mind that you would have to pay up your balance before the program starts. Okay. As we go along, if you have any questions, please feel free to be dropping the questions in the chat, and members of our team would be able to kind of like provide more context and respond to them. Okay. Now, the first program which we offer is the Project Manager and PMO program. Now, as you can imagine, every project requires a project manager, right? And project managers, their job is predominantly to ensure that projects are delivered smoothly, okay? To ensure that we're delivering our projects at the right time, at the right costs, to the right objective, and ensuring that the business realizes the benefits on time, right? While the PMO, if you haven't heard of the PMO before, PMO stands for Project Management Officer, and it's pretty much like an assistant project manager. So This particular training program gives you the skills, competencies to be able to not just work as a project manager, but also to be able to work as a PMO if that is the opportunity that is made available to you. How does this training work? Basically, it's a combination of training and a virtual project experience. So the training basically happens over a 2-week period or a 1-month period, depending on the package you kind of like go for, which I'll go into in the next slide. And then it's also combined with a 4 weeks project experience. Now, this project experience is where you'll be working with our team in the UK virtually, right? We have our meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time, which would be like 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. And you would be able to collaborate with our UK team, work with our UK team. What do I mean by work? If you learn that during your training that as a project manager, for example, you're responsible for writing progress reports or coming up with a plan, we would have tasks assigned to you for you to write progress reports, or for you to come up with a plan, or you have an opportunity to shadow one of our more experienced guys if it's something that you're really struggling with, and you'll be mentored pretty much, okay? And one of the benefits of signing up, not just to the training but to the project experience for the training, for example, at the end of it, if you want to get certified, you can always, our trainers will put you in touch with how you can get your PMP exam boards. And our training also involves exam preparation to ensure that you're able to sit the exam, pass the exam, get certified whilst you're still doing your project experience. Benefits of the project experience, you would be able to work with our team. We will provide you with UK work experience for a minimum of 6 months. Okay, so basically, what does that mean? You can update your LinkedIn that you've worked with the Newleaf Solutions UK, and then you can also add that to your CV as well, which gives you a more competitive advantage because obviously, if you're based in Nigeria and you're looking for remote jobs abroad, or you're even looking for jobs here in Nigeria, having something on your CV that you work remotely with an international organization puts you at a competitive advantage. And not just that as well, what you learn during the project experience is quite key because we touch on quite a number of things. It's not just about, as a project manager, it's not just about understanding the skills and competencies, but it's also being able to have really good soft skills that helps you with the interviews and gives you an added advantage. Okay, as I go on, if you're interested in this project management and PMO program, please reach out to the team. So here are the packages that we have for the project management and PMO program. Now, because we understand people's work commitments, because we understand that people have quite a lot of things going on in their lives, we try to ensure that our courses are flexible. Okay, so we have weekday packages and we have weekend packages, or options rather. The weekday options you can either sign up for the morning session, right, which is we have our training sessions from Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is 3 hours per day, right? And that will run for a period of 2 weeks. Okay, or if you have to go to work in the morning, you can choose the option of the evening package as well, which will last for 2 weeks as well, running from Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So again, if you have to go to work, just make sure that you come back home on time, log on to your session, and then you get trained for 2 weeks. Right, that's just the training only, okay? And then finally, if the weekdays are absolutely manic and you're unable to do anything on weekdays, then you've got the weekend option as well, where we get you trained for 4 Saturdays, okay? So Saturdays, 6 hours straight from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? So you just bang out everything that we have to do covering the curriculum. So regardless of what package you choose for the project management and PMO, right, it lasts for the training itself, it lasts from 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the package that you choose. Okay. Now, to then add to that, our project experience are standard 1 month. Okay. So we have our meetings Tuesdays and Thursdays. So you would have to finish your training, right? And then once your training is done, you would then be onboarded onto the project experience. Okay. So you don't do the project experience whilst you're training. You have to complete your training first, right, before then you're then onboarded into your project experience. Okay. So project experience Tuesday, Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Okay, right. Moving on to, and in terms of the prices, actually, so basically, our PMO and project management program combined is we are giving a discounted price of 250,000 naira. I'm sure if you guys do your research and look into similar companies like ours that provide you with training, provide you with an ability to be able to sit and pass your exam, and also give you international experience, you will see that this is a bargain. Okay, so if you want to benefit from this bargain, please make sure that you just put in the chat interested in and then the name of the course, and a member of our team would drop the account details and instructions on how to make payments and how to indicate that you've made payments on the chat. So Busola and Deborah can kind of like get going on that one. Although we've got like the bank details on the slide here, I just want to give you guys an opportunity. So if you're interested in this project management and PMO program, please just drop an interested chat in the chat section, and a member of our team would get in touch, reply your message, and tell you what to do. Now, what is the benefit of trying to get into project management and PMO? This is one of the easiest ways to get into tech, quote unquote. Okay, so when you hear about tech, generally, tech means technology. Okay, now how are technologies introduced? Technologies are introduced using projects. Okay, think about it. Any new technology we have today, they don't just sit down in a room and start building. They have to understand the problem. They have to put a team of competent people together. They have to plan, right? They have to manage the plan. They have to manage risk and issues, and they have to see everything through, jump different hoops up until they're able to execute and complete that project. Okay, so every single technology development, any single innovation, regardless of even construction, everything needs project managers. Every single industry needs project managers, right? So if you're a person who isn't really technical, you don't really like coding, you don't really like Excel, you are a good people person, you like to talk, you're very organized, or you can be organized after you're being trained, the project management and PMO course is for you, because that is the easiest way to get into the tech space. What kind of jobs can you get with this? You can get a project manager job, you can get assistant project management manager job, you can get project support officer, you can get project coordinator, not just here in Nigeria, but also abroad as well. So take this deal now, 250,000 naira for the training and the project experience. Okay, so we would move on from that one. Okay, so moving on to the next program that we have the Scrum Master program. Okay, now within project management, we have two different types of project management methodologies. We have waterfall and we have agile. Okay, the waterfall project delivery is pretty much like the name implies, waterfall, where we have to understand the problem, we have to figure out how we're going to resolve the problem, we have to plan out the problem, or basically define a solution, create a plan for addressing that problem, and then start tracking it up until completion. Okay. The second project management methodology is called Agile. Agile basically entails delivering projects using iterative sprints. So iterative means iteration. So you have a process, you repeat that process time and time and time again. If we look at our lives today, right, as Africans, right, our life, basically we live our lives in iteration. Why am I saying this? You are born, you go to nursery school, you go to primary school, you go to secondary school. If you're opportune, you go to university. If you are fortunate, you get your master's. And then after some time, your parents will start disturbing you that it's time to get married. Then you get married, then you have your own kids. Then you raise your own kids, then you get old, and then the person passes away. The circle of life, okay? That circle of life, if you think of it that way, that is the way Agile works, is iteration. No outlier, it's just an iteration. process time and time again. Your forefathers went through this process. Your grandparents went through this process. Your parents are going through this process. You will go through the same process, and your children and your children's children will go through this process. The process doesn't break. Process doesn't stop. It keeps going and going. That is what Agile is. Okay. So bringing this into project management, we have an Agile framework called Scrum. Okay, now Scrum is a more defined Agile methodology in that it defines the different stages that we need to have when we are starting a project. We need to plan the sprints. Okay, when we have planned the sprints, we need to track progress every day. Once we've done that, we need to do a demonstration of what we have produced to our sponsors. And at the end of it, we need to do lessons learned, which we call sprint retrospective. Okay, so again, that is the same process that you have to go through when you're delivering project 1, project 2, project 3, or when you're delivering multiple components of the same project. Okay, now, who is a Scrum Master? A Scrum Master is pretty much like an Agile project manager, right? But an Agile project manager that takes that considers people a lot. Okay, a project manager is just focused on deliverables. I have a job to do. I don't care if you're sick. I don't care what goes on with you. I want the job done. Full stop. Okay, I don't care whether you've got capacity or not. A Scrum Master, on the other hand, wants the job to be done, but focuses more on people. Are you okay? Do you have capacity to do it? Is this task complex? What can we do to help you? Asking all those kind of questions. So it's more of a people person. And why is Agile and Scrum this way? Because when you're delivering technology solutions, it is quite fast-paced. So we want to ensure that people are comfortable doing what they're doing. People have the capacity to do what they are doing, and ensure that we are setting ourselves up for success. Because if you load people on with too much work and they don't see anything, chances are they will not deliver, which has a knock-on effect on the project and the ability for us to deliver our projects, if that makes sense. So the Scrum Master is there to organize the team, to make sure that we are setting ourselves up for success, to make sure that we are setting up the right objectives. What skill sets do you need to become a Scrum Master? Again, similar skill sets as a project manager, but this time around, you have to be a good people person. Okay, you have to be able to listen. You have to be able to prefer solutions, right? This role is not a technical role at all. So nobody's expecting you to know how to code. No one is expecting you to know how to understand any technical jargon, right? You just need to be able to work with people, take their plan, understand their plan, and help them break it down, working with them into sizable chunks so that they can deliver successfully. Okay, now, the same way our project management and PMO program runs is the same way the Scrum program runs as well, where it's a combination of an intensive training and project experience as well. Okay, so I'll go on into the packages. So for the Scrum Master package, similar to the project manager and PMO one, we have weekday sessions and we have weekend sessions. Okay, now our weekday sessions as a project manager program, Monday to Friday for morning sessions from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. for 2 weeks. Evening sessions, Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. For 2 weeks as well. And then on weekends, every Saturday for about 6 hours for 1 month. Okay, what would you be learning? Understanding project management, understanding agile project management, understanding what your role is as a Scrum Master, understanding who are the people that form part of your Scrum team, your roles, your responsibilities, some of the key capabilities and competencies that you need to have as a Scrum Master. And then after you're done with that, you can then buy the exam. Our trainers will put you in touch with where to buy the exam. I think the exam for the Scrum is like $150. The training that you get from us will help you to sit and pass that exam, because we'll also be providing you with exam preparation, exam prep sessions as well. In terms of price, a whopping discounted price of 250,000 naira. Again, guys, do your research on the market. You would not get this any cheaper anywhere else. Okay. Now, This price includes not just the training, but it includes the 1 month project experience as well, working with our UK team. At the end of the 1 month, you'll be able to get a 6 months reference from us. You can basically put our company on your LinkedIn profile because you've actually worked with us, and you can also put it on your CV as well. Okay. Now, what would you be learning during the project experience? You would be basically shadowing senior Scrum Masters who would be giving you tasks to do, okay, as they are training you, okay? Sometimes you may have to lead stand-ups, you would have to do lots of like agile coaching sessions. So everything that you learned during the training, right? Think of the project experience as the practical. So you learn some things during the training, okay, fine, good. I understand what it means, but now if you're to put me in the workplace, what does it mean for me? That is what the project experience is about. Because guys, we can have all the certifications in the world. You can have all the degrees in the world, right? But if they put you in the workplace and you're struggling and you cannot accurately interpret your theoretical knowledge into practicality, then that is a big problem, right? So this is where we come in. We invest in mentorship during the project experience to ensure that you are able to come in and you're able to learn not just not just the competencies, but also the soft skills as well. So simple things like, guys, when you're sending emails, don't send emails in caps lock, right? In capitals. Sending emails in capitals basically means that you're shouting at the person on the other end. Okay. So we would be teaching you some of the UK cultural innuendos, right? Which may stop you from being able to get a job abroad. Honestly, right? When you're sending emails in capitals, it's not great. Right? And teaching you some other things as well, how to effectively manage conflict, how to manage difficult stakeholders, how to work with a cross-functional team. By cross-functional team, people with different capabilities, and also how to work with cross-locational teams as well, right? How to manage different time zones. We've got a team in India, we've got teams in the UK, we've got teams in Dublin, and then we've got teams here in Lagos, right? Although the time difference isn't that wild, apart from the Indian team, right? But how to be able to manage people's calendars, to be able to work together as a team, that is a key soft skill that people need to have, which we'll be drilling into you guys during the project experience session. So 250,000 naira again, just like the PMO and project management program. If you're interested, just type interested underscore the course. If it's, for example, Scrum Master, interested underscore Scrum Master, and click send. Once you click send, a member of our team will reply to you and send you the account details. I'll also be flashing the account details here. Okay, so say for example you're interested and you have all of the money to pay, right? We'll send you the account details. You make your payments, because this discount is only valid on this call. Once this call finishes, it goes back to the original price. Okay, so this is literally a 60% discount, guys. Okay, so what you have to do is, once you're interested, you ask for the account details, you make your payments, forward the receipts, right? Basically just say paid, right? And forward the receipt to our Instagram DM, or you can also forward the receipt here as well. Okay, members of our team will be tracking it, and you'll be getting a confirmation by email immediately after this call, confirming that your payments have been received. Even during the call, while the call is happening as well, right? Deborah Busola will be checking it and then confirming to you that they have received your payments. Now, if we understand the way the economy is everywhere in the world, right? There's a global recession going on. If 250K is too much right now, right? The minimum you can drop to be able to sign up is 50,000 naira. That's the absolute minimum you can drop to sign up and show your interest, right? Bearing in mind that you have to complete the payment before your program starts. Okay, you have to complete the payment a week before your program starts. Our program for February for the weekday session starts on the 12th of February, and for the weekend session starts on the 17th of February. So I hope that puts things into context for you. If you've got all of the money, it's great. Just pay, know that it's done. member of our team will reach out to you, will get your onboarding started, and you're on your way to learning a new tech skill and doing something great and fantastic for yourself this year. This is 2024. We have said our national anthem is we are not grieving for anybody. Do not grieve for anybody this year. It is time to invest in yourself. It is time to make a change for yourself. It is time to remove yourself from the stress of having to worry about where your career is going to. Invest in a tech career today and ensure that you secure yourself for the future. Right. Moving on to the next program that we have our business analysis and design program. Okay. So for this role, we are getting you trained to become a business analyst. All right. Who is a business analyst? A business analyst is a member of the project team who is responsible for asking all the right questions to ensure that we understand what we will have to deliver in terms of the scope. So, for example, if I come to one of you guys and say, I would like to build a house. Saying I would like to build a house is very, very vague because I'm not really sure what kind of house it is, right? So a business analyst comes in as a member of the project team and is pretty much saying, okay, thank you, Tolu. You want to build a house. Let's start. We've got a few questions for you. What kind of house do you want to build? Is it a 2-bed house? Is it a 3-bed house? Is it a 4-bed house? What type of house is it? Is it semi-detached? Is it detached? Is it a bungalow? Is it a terrace property? Asking all those questions. So by the time all the questions are answered, right, we are clear on exactly what the customer means by I want to build a house, so that when we hand this over to the developers, that the builders are actually building it, they know what they have to do and they are building to the specification, the vision, and the intention of the customer. Okay, so the job of a business analyst is to demystify any assumptions that anybody may be making that may make achieving our project scope or defining our project scope a nightmare. What kind of skills do you need to have to become a BA? You have to love Excel. You have to be very proactive, right? You have to be very outspoken. You have to be able to do lots of research as well, because when you're going into a meeting, you don't just go into a meeting blank, right? You would have to do some research about the project. They would have given you some paperwork to read. So you're going in there, not just asking questions based on research, right? By research based on examples of other projects that have been delivered before, because there's no new projects apart from all this virtual reality stuff that's going on now, where people are trying to buy land in virtual reality, which is new. Okay, but there's no new projects. Okay, so they will give you access to documents that would help you and help you, ask the right questions to help ensure that we are defining the scope for the project. Okay, so you have to be proactive, you have to be research focused, research driven, and you have to be someone who is really, really confident, because some of the customers will say, oh, that's not what I want. And you're saying, okay, well, based on this, right? So you have to be diplomatic as well. Okay. Now, business analysis is really hot in the market. Okay. I know it's hot in Nigeria because of a couple of my banking contacts. I'm aware, and within the fintech space as well. I know it's quite hot. It's quite hot in the UK as well, right? And it's quite hot in Dublin, and it's hot everywhere, right? So again, similar to the way our PMO and our Scrum Master program works as well, it's combination of training and project experience. Okay, the business analysis program for the training and the project experience is 300,000 naira. Okay, so that's 50,000 naira more expensive than the Scrum and the PMO program. Why is this more expensive? Because we put in a lot more work into you during the project experience. Okay, we have to be able to use Excel. We have to be able to invest in your soft skills. Okay, you have to be able to use tools like Atlassian Jira, which you'll be using to kind of like write user stories, write tasks. You have to be able to write requirements. You have to know the difference between a high level requirement and a low level requirements. You have to be able to write all these things out. You have to be able to manage difficult stakeholders, and you have to be able to present your findings. Okay, so this is 300,000 naira. The training remains the same. We've got the morning packages from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. We've got the evening packages from Monday to Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And we've got the weekend packages, which is every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. So similar to the PMO, project management, and the Scrum programs, okay? And project experience across all our programs, as I say, we have our sessions for 1 month, weekdays on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. UK time, and from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. I hope that makes sense. So 300,000 naira. Again, if you're interested, just type interested _ business analysis and _ how much deposit you want to pay and click send. I would like to believe I can see quite a number of chats in the section, so I would like to believe the account details are on there. Once you've made your payment, please ensure that you put your name as the reference. So you put NL, which is Newleaf _ the course that you're paying for, business analysis _ your name, your first name, and your last name. Okay, so that we are able to track your payments, link it to you who's made the payment, and then we will then be in touch in terms of if it's deposit you paid. We'll let you know when the program is. We'll let you know when you have to pay your balance by, and if it's a full payment, we confirm this and we'll send you the onboarding materials and we'll get you ready to go. Okay, again, benefits of this, just like I've said before, apart from the training also helps you to get certified as well. So you can, again, our trainers will put you in touch where you can buy the exam. They'll get you ready and prep for the exam as well. So you can get certified if you want to get certified. And then you can also get the project experience done as well. One thing I would like to add here, guys, is in Nigeria, I know that we love certification a lot. Okay, but one thing I can tell you for free is do not let the certification be a reason why certification isn't going to stop you from being able to apply for a job. Maybe in Nigeria it may, but abroad it doesn't stop you, because what we buy abroad is experience. Okay, can you do the job? Yes or no? If you've got BSc, MA, Scrum, PMM, PPM, whatever, great, fantastic, lovely. Okay, but now I'm giving you a project. I've got a problem. I want you to fix this problem for me using your understanding and your experience. Get it done. If you can't get it done, then all your PPM, MMA, FFF, everything else is just a waste, right? So I want you guys to focus on trying to, the training we give you helps you to understand the theory and helps you to understand the practical. Then the certification is an added advantage. Okay, so why am I saying this? If you have the money for the training, but you don't have the money to buy the certification, which is being sold by like the different professional bodies, which our trainers will put you in touch with when you do eventually start the training, don't let that stop you at all. Okay, you can start applying for jobs, right? And then you can get the certification whilst you're doing that. In fact, if you get jobs abroad, some companies will actually be the ones who pay for you to get certified. Okay, so don't let that stop you at all. So business analysis program, we've got whooping 300,000 naira. Don't sleep on it. Let's get on that right now. You're interested? Basically just put interested _ business analysis _ the deposits that you want to pay or the money that you want to pay. And then the account details is on there. Make your payments. Please, payment reference has to be NL, which is Newleaf _ the program that you're paying for _ your full name. Please and thank you very much. Okay. In the events where maybe you forgot to put your full name there, I'm sure we should be able to track it to your account name. But please make sure that you're interacting with the team, Deborah and Busola, in the chat section. Okay, thank you very much. Now, moving on to data analysis. This is another program that we also offer as well. As you guys can imagine, everything in the world today is heavily data driven. Okay, data helps us to make informed decisions. By us, it makes you as an individual to make informed decisions. It helps organizations to make informed decisions. Now, for example, you guys are all data analysts because what you're doing on this call is you've done research. Okay, you are on this call because you're trying to hear what the fuss is all about, right? I'm very sure you would have reached out to other organizations like us to basically try and find out what they have to offer. What are you doing? You have a problem, right? Or you have an aspiration. Okay, you want to get certified, you want to get into tech, you want to switch your career. And what you're now doing is to do your fact finding. You will gather all your data that from all the facts that you found, and then you will be able to make an informed decision. So by default, we're all data analysts, right? Now, what does data analysis mean in the context of project management? Data analysts are there to ensure that we are able to make informed decisions, and they help us make these informed decisions using visualization. So what do I mean? We have a bunch of data on an Excel spreadsheet. We're asking a data analyst to tell us how long it takes to basically walk from point A to point B, for example. So that data analyst will be able to contextualize it and give us a visual representation using data sets, so histograms, pie charts, and all that, right, to get that done. Now, another aspect of data analysis is data scientists, right? So those guys, they just basically use artificial intelligence. So they have a bit more technicality. They're able to write a bit more code. But the program that we focus on is data analysis, and we basically in tune it with a bit of data science as well. Okay, now, just like I've said with all the other programs, it's a combination of intensive training, combination of project experience. Our data analysis programs runs from between 6 weeks to 2 months, depending on the time schedule options. So again, for the data analysis program, we've only got evening sessions for the data analysis program, right? So the morning sessions will not be available for the next couple of months, but we've only got evening sessions and weekend sessions, okay? But for data analysis, I would advise that you kind of go for the weekend sessions, okay? Because that way because of the nature of the program, you have 4 Saturdays where you have 6 hours and you guys kind of bang it out, okay? So our data analysis program, it's combined of 300,000 naira as well, similar to the business analysis program. It's a combination of training and a combination of project experience as well. So the project experience stays the same. Okay, Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Nigeria, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. We meet Tuesday evenings, Thursday evenings. We would assign tasks to you. You have mentors assigned to you, and you'll be expected to get the work done. So we've got a data analyst who's currently in project experience with us at the moment. And basically what we've got her doing is a task has been given to her. And it's not just about, go and do this and bring it back. No. When we give you a task, we expect you to be able to explain to us your execution approach, your execution plan. You write out the plan, you basically tell us how you're progressing with all your tasks. And then you do a final presentation of the outputs. Why is this important? If you're trying to get from point A to point B in your career, it's not just about understanding the capability of the role. You have to be able to effectively plan and communicate. Guys, this is indispensable, okay? That is what separates a lower level staff from a senior staff. That is what separates somebody who, you've been in an organization 7 years, right? Somebody new comes yesterday and they're already pushing the person for a promotion. Nobody's chasing you from your village, okay? You are not investing in yourself, okay? You have to do a SWOT analysis on yourself. What are your weaknesses, right? And then create an action plan. What can I do to help turn those weaknesses to strengths? Majority of the issue that we have are soft skills, okay? So the ability to be able to critically assess a situation, to be able to come up with a plan, an execution plan, to be able to track progress on those plans, and to be able to present findings and clearly articulate ourselves is an indispensable skill, and is one that you will learn while you're here working with us during the project experience. So again, data analysis, 300,000 naira, discounted price. Get in our chats, Newleaf _ data analysis _ the deposit that you have to pay. Make your payments. During the payments, please ensure that you put your full name as the reference and the course that you have paid for, that you are paying for, to ensure that my guys can get it tracked as well. You have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the chat. And then when I'm done going through these ones, I'll look in the chat and provide responses to a couple of the questions that I've seen. Okay, now going into the tech section, we've got our software development program, right? So we've got our software developer trainer on the call. His name is Philip. Deborah, can you please unmute Philip so Philip can just kindly talk the guys through exactly what the software development program is about, or I can go through it if we have any technical issues. So it should be Philip.
Going to unmute him now. 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Good day, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you fine, Philip. Please go ahead.
Okay. Tolu likely spoke earlier about this program. Software engineering, it's one of the courses in our tech department, and we're actually pushing out 4 different programs. One of it is this software development, which also includes web development, the full stack aspect of it. So software development is more of understanding the prerequisite of how to develop a system. Now, in designing this system, we must understand that there is a path we call the front-end development aspect, which includes you learning the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. And this part, it goes for 2 months. It goes for 2 months and 1 month project experience. Then also, okay, the price is there. For software development, to have the full broad course, it goes for a 600,000. Then we also have the other courses. Please, Tolu, can you move to the next slide? Okay, here it is, part 2, web development. This is a combination of both the front end and the back end. Yeah, so we also have the one we call the back end. It's a course on its own. Then we have the front end. Then we have both combined together, which we call the full stack. Now, in learning just the front end, it's going to take 2 months plus 1 month project experience. Now, we also want you to have that of the back end. For the back end, you're going to choose which aspect of back end you want. Maybe we have different languages we'll learn while doing our back end. We have both the Java language, the JavaScript, the Python, and Node.js. So at a point, you'll be asked to choose which of the languages you want to learn. So each of them, I think the classes, Tolu has scheduled them. It goes for both morning package, evening package, depending on the time construct, because we have those who are working, so we'll have to make it easier for them. And Tolu, please, can you go to the next slide?
Okay, so just before Philip goes on to the UX UI one, guys, you know, the software development program, as you guys can imagine, is a hot cake right now. Okay, not only can you make a career for yourself in Nigeria, but you can make a career for yourself anywhere. Okay, like a lot of American companies are looking at Nigeria, to be precise, for software engineers, for software developers, front end web developers, and full stack developers. Okay, so this, I can confidently tell you, is a very, very, very worthwhile investment. Okay, prerequisites for this: you have to have a flair for the technical stuff. Okay, you have to coding has to interest you. Okay, the range of the prices is from 325,000 naira to 600,000 naira. The front end development program is the 325,000 naira one, and it lasts for like 2 months. And then we have the standard 1 month project experience as well. Just as Philippa said, there's a combination of morning, evening, and weekend packages, just to create that flexibility, and then the web development one, right? Because obviously for you to be able to do web development, you have to have learned a bit of front-end development as well, which is why this one is a 500,000 naira discounted price, and you'll be working with Philip and his team. Will be working with you for a duration of 5 months, either through the morning package, the evening package, or on weekends as well, to give you the flexibility. And the most expensive one we have, which in comparison to other companies that charge you about $2,000, guys, this is a bargain and a half. This is Christmas come early, right? 600,000 naira for a 5 months program that teaches you a language that you select: Python, Node.js, Java, and at the end of it, you have a practical work experience. Come on, guys, what are we waiting for? Okay, if you have a flair for tech, if you're thinking, oh, my friend has got a job with Facebook, is working remotely, can that be me? Absolutely, that can be you, and you don't have to break the bank while doing that. Okay, we've brought this back home. We're charging you in naira, giving you good quality training, giving you international experience to get you on that pedestal to be able to have that competitive advantage. You too can work from home. You too can get a tech job, right? We've all got heads, we've all got brains, we can absolutely do it. So what are we waiting for? Jump on this bandwagon today for the software development program, ranging from the front-end program, 325,000 naira for a 5 month period, for a 3 months period rather, the web development for 500,000 naira for 5 months period, and then the full stack development, which will last for 5 months as well. All of these include a 2 weeks critical thinking class and a 1 month project experience at the end. 2 weeks critical thinking class at the beginning, and then 1 month project experience at the very end. Why is critical thinking important? For us, for you as a developer, you have to be able to critically assess a situation. You have to be able to review a code and understand the pattern. Even codes that are available on the open source, right? Open source market, right? You need to be able to understand the code patterns. Even codes are available on ChatGPT, on OpenAI. You have to be able to critically review and assess the patterns. So Philip and his team will be teaching and training you guys on the critical thinking classes first, before you then go into, you can then make a decision on if you want to go front end, if you want to go web development, or if you want to go full stack development at the different prices. Guys, jump on this bandwagon today. 325,000 naira for front end, 500,000 naira for web development, and 600,000 naira for the full stack development. Are you interested in starting a new tech career today? Are you interested in being a developer? Do you want your neighbor? Do you want your family? Do you want your friends to look at you and say, yes, this person is a developer, this person works for this bank in Nigeria, or this person works for this bank abroad? Now is the time to take that step. Reach out to the guys in chat. Just say you're interested _ software development _ which of the ones you're interested in, how much deposit you're willing to pay. Drop your email address, and members of our team will reach out and take it from there. Okay, Philip, I'll hand it back to you now for the UX UI piece. Thank you. Philip, are you still there? Okay, I'll continue.
So I just 1 second. Let me try and unmute him again.
Okay. Well, I can just continue. That's fine, right? So, excuse me. For the UX UI design, as you guys can imagine, UX UI is also a big deal. Okay. Now, if you think about some of the thought process that goes into designing a website, into designing a platform, they basically require UX UI designers. Think about UX UI designers as basically the architects of technical software development, Okay, they're the ones that say, okay, fine. As a business, the business is saying, okay, I want the interface to look this way. I want the platform to look this way. I want you to click on this for that thing to happen as well, right? So it's a UX UI designer that has a look at it, does their research first to see if that is the right approach that the customer has proposed. Then they come up with what we call a wireframe. So how do we move from point A to point B? And then they create all the images. Once the business has approved it, they then go ahead and create those designs, right? And then hand it over to the developers. Those guys then do all the coding that makes all the clicking happens. And then before we put a software, before we put a platform together, or before we put a website together as well. Okay. Similar to all our programs, guys, intensive training and project experience is quite key, is what we do here as well. For the UX UI programs, this one is a 2-month program, combination of training and project experience. This one is 300,000 Naira, guys. Again, this is a bargain and a half. Just like our packages, we've got the morning package, evening package, and weekend package. Morning packages from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, Tuesday, Mondays and Wednesdays. For the weekly evening package from Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. For the duration for 2 months. And also the weekend package, we have Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. For a 2-month duration as well. I'm very sure all of you guys have received this document, so you have this to hand. What I'll also do is immediately after this call, I'll get a member of the team to ping out this document again in case you want to just review it, the timings, and so that you can make your plans and your schedules accurately. That'll be great as well. Are you interested in becoming a UX UI designer? What are the skill sets you need to have? You just need to have a flair for design. Okay, you have to have a flair for design. You have to be a creative, a natural creative to be able to excel and thrive in this. Okay, are you interested in this? Reach out to the guys. Newleaf _UX UI design _interested _ the price you would like to pay and your email address, and a member of the team will reach out to you and take you from there. Guys, please remember that these discounts and offers are only valid for the duration of this call. So let us act fast. And let us act now. Now, the next program that we have, which has been rocking the airwaves at the minute, is the coding for kids, right? Majority of us have kids, okay? And as a parent, you want the best for your child. It's not just about sending them to the best schools, but parenting is not just about schooling. It's about, ensuring that you make your child well-rounded. Okay, in Africa, we're big on religion. So Christian, Muslim, great, right? At home, we teach them morals, great. At school, they teach them maths and English, sciences, biology, and all that, great. But we are responsible. We need to take charge of getting our kids ready for the future, right? Coding for kids is designed to ensure that your children are able to understand the patterns, the thought process that goes into coding. Why is this essential for them? It helps and improves their critical thinking and problem solving skills. It leads to creativity and innovation because the children are able to see how they can creatively move code around and click enter and what it does. It prepares your children for the future. It even helps them with their maths in school because it helps you to be able to identify patterns. The maths that they teach the children at these stages of their lives, within the ages of 7 and 15, is all about pattern formulas and repetition. So coding would help improve their schoolwork in maths as well, and it helps with their digital literacy as well. What do you stand to gain from our coding program? Early exposure to technology. So basically, most of these kids are exposed anyway, right? I'm sure you can have a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old who can basically open your phone, go to YouTube and select whatever program they want to watch. Easy peasy. Those kids do that now. Now, let us get them involved and exposed to the right side of the internet, the right side of technology. Okay? So putting them on the Coding for Kids program exposes them to technology early. It's educational learning through play, using puzzles, and it's an enjoyable process and animations. It fosters collaboration and teamwork, so helping your kids to be able to work as part of a team. We all know that as kids naturally want what they want. Okay, we have to be able to tell and train our kids to know when to allow people go and know when to kind of like stand up for themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, so this fosters collaboration and teamwork, and it helps them with their collaboration and teamwork, and it's a confidence boosting thing for the kids as well. Okay, now our Coding for Kids program, we have kids in training, or we expect to onboard kids in training from the ages of 7 to 16, right? Our Coding for Kids program is just 25,000 naira, and it's for a duration of 2 months. The kids join the program online via Zoom. If you register your kids, Saturdays for 1 hour, every Saturday for 2 months for 1 hour from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We understand that with children, their attention span is quite low. So 1 hour every Saturday, we think is more than sufficient for them. What are some of the curriculums that they cover? Intro to Scratch, which is a program simulator. Intro to Code Monkey, which is also a programming simulator as well. Intro to front end and motion animation as well. Okay. Now imagine if you put your kid through a Coding for Kids program, you get your kids interested in coding. Naturally, you're getting the future generation of coders ready. Do you understand? You're getting a future generation of coders ready. So, and you're helping to build your kids. So what are you waiting for? 25,000 naira cannot even fill your tank for petrol today. So why don't you invest that in your child? If you're in the UK, 25,000 naira is like an equivalent of like 15 pounds or like 16 pound 50, right? That can't even get you a proper Chinese takeaway. Okay. So invest in your kid for 2 months. If you're interested in this program, please say interested in Coding for Kids and your email address, and a member of our team will reach out to you for this one, so we can get details of the age of your kid's name, and we can get them registered. The Coding for Kids program starts on the 17th of February as well. So all the programs we've gone through for the weekly session starts on the 12th of February. And for the weekend session starts on the 17th. Coding for Kids starts on the 17th of February. Our data analysis program, we only have weekend sessions available for our data analysis program for the month of February and March. So please reach out to the girls down, and they will kind of like help you. Now, social media marketing. You guys understand how big this industry has become now, right? Social media marketing is now indispensable. Okay. Gone are the days when word of mouth marketing is good enough to sell your brand. Gone are the days where a business doesn't need the internet. Gone are the days when you can just go to the next person's door, knock or do door-to-door sales. All that is now legacy, is now a thing of the past, right? If you are not technical at all and social media is your thing, you're trying to invest in social, basically trying to be a social media marketer, this is a program designed for you. Again, for this one, it's a combination of an intensive training and a project experience as well. We'll give you a project where you're expected to create a marketing campaign, create a social media campaign. All the things that you learn during the training, you put it into practice, right? So that when it's time for you to start applying for jobs, there are lots of these jobs around, right? There are a lot of fintechs in Nigeria, there are a lot of fintechs around the world that require social media marketers, and you can do this remotely. In fact, you can have 3 or 4 of these kind of jobs, right? Because most of them are contract freelance jobs. Okay, so you can multiple streams of income. So this is also a good one to invest in as well. The social media marketing is 200,000 naira only, and it's for a duration of 3 months. An overview of the curriculum: we talk about content creation, we teach you creating and editing video content, we teach you how to build a social media community, and it also includes a project as well. So for the training, we have the morning packages. We have the morning packages Mondays and Wednesdays, twice a week from 10 to 12, evening packages, and we have the weekend packages as well. Again, just so that you can familiarize yourself with the time slots for each of the different programs. We will be resharing this document that I'm presenting today so that you can get access to it. But guys, once this program ends, this discount goes out of the window. So please, please, please make a financial commitment today, right? And on this call, rather, make a financial commitment by typing interested, Newleaf _interested_ the course you're interested in, your email address, and we can kind of like speak to you there. If you're ready to make your deposit payment, make your deposit payment now, send your receipt so the guys can add you to the list. You have to put down some form of financial commitment for you to benefit from this offer that we are talking about during this call today. Okay. And I think I've kind of like spoken about the project experience. So why project experience? Mentorship is everything. Okay. You may have learned from the best schools, you might have learned from the best trainers, you might have learned from the best teacher, but if nobody shows you the ropes on what to do and how to do it, it becomes a problem. Okay, so for the project experience, you will be working with mentors who have done this for decades, right? And they will be holding your hand and showing you what to do. It is very structured. You have tasks assigned to you. You have to get it done. You have mentors that you shadow, and you have support sessions where you will listen to people, show you what to do pretty much. Okay. One of the things we're also looking to do, which is in our future pipeline, is to start partnering with especially organizations in Nigeria to start putting people in internships as well. Okay, so it's not a service that is available now, but it's on the roadmap. But the internship program that you get with our UK business is indispensable. Come on, guys. Like, it gives you international experience that you can even use to, supersede any candidate that may be contending for the same job with you here in Nigeria, and also puts you on a global pedestal when you're applying for remote jobs outside of Nigeria as well. So, guys, what we're waiting for, let's jump on it, yeah? And then we've also got, for this project experience only, we've had quite a number of people who have worked as project managers for years, worked as Scrum Masters for years, worked as business analysts for years, worked as data analysts for years, okay? And from a subject matter perspective, they get it. No issues at all. The issue they're having is they're not happy that they're being paid and remunerated in accordance to their key capabilities. The project experience is designed to assess those capabilities, imbibe some soft skills in you, and then puts you, obviously we give you references and we give you the experience. It then puts you on a global pedestal to be able to apply for jobs abroad. So guys, some of the things I'd like to call out today, okay, is we do not guarantee jobs, okay? Our mission here is to train you, enhance your skills, enroll you within our management consultancy team to work, learn, get the practical side of the theory that you've been trained, okay? And then, which then gives you the ability to be able to apply for jobs, not just in Nigeria or not just in the UK, but in any other country. Because the experience you get during the project experience, guys, would help you when you're getting ready for interviews, because interviewing is storytelling. No one is going to go on an interview and say, what is project management? No one does that anymore. They will tell you to give me an example of a time where you did X, Y, Z. So that example of a time where you did X, Y, Z is what you get from us during the project experience. Forget about the references that you get. Forget about the fact that we'll give you 6 months reference. Forget about the fact that you have on your CV that you work for a UK-based company. You actually do get value during the project experience that helps you during the interview process and helps you to get a job quicker. Okay, so I thought it was quite key and it was quite pertinent for me to call that out for you guys as well. So like I said, for the project experience, our duration for project experience is 1 month only, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. if you're in the UK, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. if you are in Nigeria. So on slide 26 here, we also have some additional services that we provide. We provide CV writing services that includes Newleaf UK experience, which is 30K, 30,000 naira. For the guys that are basically trying to get PMPs, for the project managers that are trying to get their PMPs, there's a very strict application process. So our guys our trainers would help you fill out the application if you require that service to ensure that your application gets accepted and you can write the exam Okay, similarly for the Scrum and similarly for the IIBA for the business analysis exam as well. And then we've also got like where you can buy your exams as well. So if you're trying to become a BA, you need to be certified with the International Institute of Business Analysis. If you're trying to become a project manager, we've got the PMP ones. For a Scrum Master, we've got scrum.org. And then for the developer, there are some programming. So basically you have to like have a specific programming language certification to kind of like help you. And we've got the prices as well. When you get on the program, the trainers will kind of like work with you and help you and ensure that, they steer you in the right direction. As a business, we've been forming meaningful partnerships since 2017. We are members of the Continuing Professional Development, which is CPD in the UK. All our trainers are Scrum certified trainers and they are PMP certified trainers. Basically all the trainers that we have on board are all certified professionals in their respective fields. As a business here in the UK, we are also a management consultancy firm. We consult for the big banks, right? We consult for lots of companies here in the UK. And then we've also extended our service to a couple of fintechs in Nigeria as well that we've done some work for over the last couple of months since we launched our service here in Nigeria. Why have we come back home? We have come back home because there's a lot of talent in Nigeria, right? There's a lot of, but the thing is, there's a lot of information as well. There's a lot of information overload. But our mission here is to take all that noise that you're hearing, package it into a constructive program, right? And give it to you, sell it to you in such a way that, you are able to understand what you want to do, understand why you want to do it, understand how you can go about doing it, and then it will help you achieve your overall objective. Just because your neighbor is a project manager doesn't mean you have the skill set to become a project manager. Just because your neighbor is a software developer doesn't mean that software development is for you. I've had a lot of people speak to me and they've done software engineering programs, they've done data science programs, they have PMP. It's just all over the place. Okay. Now, what we do is to try to, the objective of this session, which we'll be having month on month, is to educate people on the skills and competencies that you need for each of the programs. It's very key, right? It's good to set yourself up for success. If you have skills that naturally align with that job role, it'll be easy to learn, right? So for inquiries, please reach out to info at the newleafgroup.com.co.uk. I think that should be .co.uk. You've got our WhatsApp number. For the guys in Nigeria, we've got the number, and then we've got our website as well. For the guys in the UK, it's info at the newleafgroup.co.uk. You can also reach out to sales at the newleafgroup.co.uk, or you can DM us on our Instagram at the Newleaf Group _. So Deborah Bosola, you can please drop those details in the chat so people don't miss it. Guys, if you're interested in joining any one of our programs and benefiting from the courses that we've highlighted today, these are the account details on screen here. Please reach out to the guys, make your deposit payments, and let's see how we can work with you. So in terms of course dates, our weekday session starts on the 12th of February, and our weekend session starts on the 17th of February. For the month of March, our weekday sessions start on the 18th of March, and our weekend session starts on the 23rd of March. All our sessions are virtual sessions only, okay? All our sessions for the month of February and March are virtual sessions only. Why are we offering virtual sessions? It gives you the flexibility to be able to learn from home. Right, you need to make sure that you are in a conducive environment, okay? So if maybe evening sessions are best for you once your kids have gone to bed, if you've got kids, then great, do that, right? If you run a business and morning sessions are better for you because your kids are at school, better to do that. So just look at your time schedule, try to see what works best for you, and then choose whether it's a weekday session you need or if it is a weekend session that you need as well. I will stop here for any questions. So Deborah, if there are any questions, please, or maybe read out those questions, and then we'll kind of like take it from there.
Okay, so there are no questions so far, but we're just waiting You can drop your questions in the chat. I would read them out.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, while we go ahead, so basically, guys, if we think about what we hear about is project management. Okay, that's all we hear about. But within project management, there's something called portfolio management. There's something called program management. Okay, now if you think about an organization, you have the CEO's office, then you have the head of departments, and then you have the staffs. Okay, the CEO's office is the portfolio where the vision is born. This is where the vision of the organization is born. This is where the strategy of the organization is kind of like laid out and defined. Okay. The HOD's office is the program. This is where, okay, you're getting instruction. Vision has been given to you from the CEO. Now, what you need to do is to take that vision, translate it into your different departments, and get working. Okay, so program is a coordinated management of projects to achieve the desired change. A portfolio, right, is the selection, prioritization, and control of projects and programs to achieve a strategic objective of an organization. When you hear the word strategic, you're thinking long term. Okay, now a project is a unique endeavor. Okay, all we hear about is project management. Why is that? Because all the action happens at the project level. All the action that we have happens at the project level. So ensuring that you have an understanding of project management is key. There are 4 key things that we need to look at when working on a project. There's the time, there's a cost, there's a scope, and there is the benefits. Time is how long is it going to take us to deliver the project? Cost, how much is it going to cost to deliver the project? Scope, what exactly are we trying to deliver? And then the benefits, why are we doing this in the first place? Why am I going through this? Because we've spoken to you guys about all the different job roles that you can get. But guess what? All those job roles all form parts of the project management family. Okay? All these job roles, a PMO, project manager, Scrum Master, business analyst, data analyst, software developer, UX UI designer, all those job roles work as part of a project to put a project together. Even the social media guys as well, you may have a project that will require outreach and marketing that you need a social media manager to be able to complete or work or help out, right? So it's important to understand that all this wrap into a project umbrella, and it's important for you to understand what a project is or what projects are. Okay. And then finally, I kind of like spoke to you guys about the different project management methodologies when I was explaining earlier on. We've got waterfall, which is delivering things in a chronological order. So we know we want to build a house. We have to build the foundation first. We have to build the main body of the house before we have to do the roofing and the finishing. Okay. You cannot do the roofing without the foundation. And guess what? The thing about waterfall is there's a lot of documentation. Okay, there's a lot of documentation that needs to go into getting that done. Okay, agile delivering projects using iterative sprints. So I've spoken about how our circle of life. Okay, so I'll stop here and look at the questions. Question 1: do I need a prior knowledge to register for any of your programs? No, you do not need any prior experience to register for any of the programs. Okay. If you want to talk more, right, you can drop an email address and your phone number, and a member of our team can reach out and just talk to you about your specific questions, and we can see how we can kind of like help you. But you need to be clear on what program you think is right for you. Okay. So for the person that asked that question, it's probably best you please tell us your name, email address, and best contact number, and a member of our team will reach out to you to understand your personal situation, recommend a program that may be right for you, and hopefully you come on board with us. Okay. Ishola Omolara says, please, I came in late for the class. Could you please repeat all you said about project management? That's fine. So a project is a unique endeavor. Okay. What do I mean by that? A project basically entails, we have something that we have a project that we have to deliver. Okay. Now, each project is not the same. If you want to build a house, that is a project unique to house building. If you want to develop an application, that is unique to application development. Management of that project is basically understanding how long it takes, how much it costs, what we're exactly delivering, and the benefits of delivering it. Okay, being able to understand those 4 key variables and managing those 4 key variables from start to finish. That is what project management is all about. Okay, and all the job roles that we've spoken about all wrap into the project management family, because we need project managers to run projects, we need BAs to gather requirements, we need data analysts to help us crunch and visualize data, we need the developers, software developers to be able to develop work, we need the UX UI designers to do what they do, and we need all the other roles to do what they do as well. Do you have, I hope that answered your question, Omalara. Do you have a payment plan for the BA and software course, or do I need to pay all at once? We do have a payment plan to get you started and to get you to benefit from this particular program. You can pay a minimum deposit of 50,000 naira. All you have to do is just send your email address, put your email address in this chat right now, right? A member of our team will reach out to you this afternoon, give you more details, get your deposit paid. You basically tell us which of the programs you want to go for. Because software development, you can either have front end, web, or back end. You tell us which one you want to go for, and then we can have a payment plan in place for you. But bear in mind that whatever payment plan we put in place, all your full payment has to be in with us before your program starts. Okay, so you have an option of joining us on the 12th of February or 17th of February, or you have an option of joining us on the 18th of March or the 23rd of March. So if the March session will give you enough time to be able to spread your payments and make sure you pay in full, then fine. The project management class is 250,000 naira. Okay, the project management class is 250,000 naira. It's a combination of training and UK project experience. Okay, the courses, when do the classes start? You can see that on screen here. Our first class starts for this year starts on the 12th of February. If you are going for a weekday session where you can either train in the morning from 10 to 1 or in the evenings from 7 to 9 or 7 to 10, I think it is. And if you want to go for the weekend program, it's every Saturday for 2 months, for 1 month duration, sorry. And if you want to go for the March session, these are the dates as well. So minimum deposit of 50,000 naira, and then you pay your balance of 200,000 naira before the program starts. Omalara. So 250,000 naira total cost for this offer that we are giving out today. Minimum deposit of 50,000 naira. If you're interested, drop your email address. A member of our team will reach out to you, and we would basically make sure that we process your payments. We give you a payment confirmation, and we take you from there. Please drop your email address. Thank you. And Mecca, please, can I have the payment plans and programs so I can make my choice? Sure. And Mecca, a member of our team will reach out to you. Thank you for dropping your email address. We would, we will send you an email with the programs that we have. So we'll send this document to you that has all the programs that we have, all the courses, all the programs that we have, the prices that are valid for this session, the offer that is valid for this session, okay? And then for the payment plan, like we rightly said, to register, to make sure that you have a slot, because we have certain slots every month, right? We try to ensure that we have smaller classroom sizes so that people can learn properly, okay? So if the class is full for February, the class is full for February. Okay, I know that the class for February is almost full. So if you're thinking of jumping on for February, it's time to jump on now, right? So we will send you an email with the details that you need. Pay a minimum deposit of 50,000 naira, and then you basically try and raise the rest before the program starts. I hope that answers your question, Emeka. So guys, you can see the email address for Emeka. Please take notes. So his first name, last name, email address, so we can reach out to him after the call this afternoon. And thank you, Omolara, for dropping your email address as well. Do we have any other questions? So I think we've got Adunola as well. Adunola would also like to also share this deck. So we'll share this document as well, okay, which has all the programs that we have. right? We has all the prices as well, right? All you have to do from a payment plan perspective, pay your minimum deposits, right? Or pay a deposit or pay in full if you have it, right? To ensure that you secure your spots. Okay. Spots are fast going. We only take maximum of 30 people in a session, maximum of 30 people. Okay. And it's filling up quite quickly. So act now, act fast, pay your deposits. We'll send you an email once we sent you the email with these documents. If you're interested, reply to the email and with your receipts, payment, confirming the course that you want to go for, rather, right? And then your payments, deposit payments, and then we can kind of like take it from there. Okay. Yes, Miriam Idowu, thank you for dropping your email address as well. So we will do the same as well. So what we will do is we've got email addresses of people that are interested. So we will send you these documents. And then if you're then interested, reply to us with the course you're interested in, and we will take it from there. Members of our team will be working this afternoon to respond to your messages. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Our office is in Surulere. Okay. Our office is off Bode Thomas in Surulere. You can check our website out. Our website is www.thenewleafsolutions.com. Okay. On there, you can see what we're about. You can see our office address, our office registered address, and every other detail that you need on there. But if you want to, you've also got our phone numbers on there as well. Okay. I hope everybody else can hear me because Odunola said the person can't hear me. Deborah, can you confirm you can hear me? Okay, please.
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Perfect. All right, cool. Right. So check us out on our website, our Nigeria website. If you're interested in checking us out on our UK website as well. Well, obviously our UK website is for the UK people who pay us in pounds. So I would advise you focus on the Nigeria website. And then, you can check us out on Instagram as well. Our Instagram handle, I believe Busola has dropped our Instagram handle on there as well. If you have our number is on the website, our number is on these documents as well, our Nigerian number, so you can call if you want to speak to anyone. You can just pop into the office if you feel like you just want to have a chat, right? So, feel free to do that. We are a registered business in the UK, registered business in Nigeria. We are a well-established management consultancy firm in the UK, consulted for the big banks, consulted for Lloyds Banking Group, for Barclays, for HSBC, consulted for the NHS in Nigeria. We've done some work for lots of fintech organizations in Nigeria. For confidentiality reasons, we can't really mention them because we are in Nigeria at the minute. And all our trainers are certified trainers, decades of experience. The project experience, you'll be working with our UK-based team, so exposes you to, working with an international team, exposes you to the cultural innuendos that we do not necessarily get from here. Okay. Please do internship after the PMP exam. The internship is the project experience, Omolara. Okay. So internship is all about giving you the practicality of what you've done. So the project experience is what the internship is all about for a 1 month period where we basically get you to do the work. Okay. That is a project experience. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. So what I was saying was what I'm also going to do is I'm going to extend this offer till the end of the weekend, right? So if you need the weekend to think about it, all of Saturday, all of Sunday, think about it, reach out to us, send us your email addresses. The offer ends by Monday morning pretty much, and then it goes back to the full price. We've got the email addresses of our team. So if you want to basically just drop us an email, so there's sales@thenewleafgroup.co.uk. You can reach out to us there, okay? Or you can reach out to our head of sales, Lewis, who can basically schedule calls with you guys to help demystify things. Or if you want to speak to me directly, here's my email address here. You can speak to me directly as well. Or if you want to speak to, if you have any general inquiries, you can go to sales@thenewleafgroup, and then Busola will pick that up as well. Okay. So for general inquiries, go to sales@thenewleafgroup.co.uk. If you want to, if it's a sales related activity and you want to speak to our head of sales, Lewis, you can speak to Lewis. And if you want to speak to me, myself, the founder here at the Newleaf Group, you can email me at tolu@thenewleafgroup.co.uk. Now, this session has been specifically designed for our target audience in Nigeria. It's important to note that if we have anyone from the UK here, please drop me an email indicating that you're from the UK and I can have a separate conversation with you. The design and the training style for our UK market is slightly different, especially for the training session, but for the work experience is pretty much the same. Okay, so any other questions? We're opening up the floor now for any other questions before we wrap it up so you guys can go and enjoy the rest of your Owambe Saturday. Try not to keep you on the call for too long. Any questions? So guys, remember, you want to drop an email address, you want to make an inquiry, these are the email addresses for you to make an inquiry. For the guys that have given us an email address, guys, let's catch up afterwards and let's make sure that we attend to their questions this afternoon. For the guys that have made payment, thank you very much. Chisom, you've got your hand up. Deborah, can you please unmute Chisom so we can hear what I believe Chisom is a she, what she has to say.
Yes, just doing that now.
Chisom is a she, and not all Chisoms are she's.
Oh, really? Okay. I learn something new every day.
Okay, so yeah, I was looking out for your email. I don't know where you put that in.
Yeah, so mine is Tolu at thenewleafgroup.co.uk. Yeah.
At the newleafgroup.co.uk.
I'll put it in the chat now. He's just put it in direct message. I'll do that. No, yeah.
And then you said something about the UK training being slightly different. Why is that? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, so the UK training is slightly different just for the training itself, in that the UK training is a weekend training, Saturday, Sunday, right? Okay. Yeah, but, for Nigeria, everybody, Sundays, people want to go to church, and a couple of people may not be able to, sign up for the program because of that. So we've done our market research and we've looked at what others doing this business are also doing as well in the Nigerian market, and we've kind of like adapted that style as well. So giving people the flexibility, so the course content and curriculum is still the same. Okay. Just that our guys in the UK are not really keen on like getting certified anyway, because they know that they don't need any form of certification to be able to get a job. Okay. But we understand that the Nigerian market is slightly different, where everybody wants to have like a professional certification at the end of it. Okay. One thing to also add as well is at the end of the project experience, you also do get a certificate of completion from us as well. Okay, that you have successfully worked with us for the duration of 1 month, and that we can certify that you now have the skills of a data analyst or whatever program you've kind of like signed up to. Okay,
just again to confirm, it's not about the training style, it's just the training days.
Yeah, just the days. Yeah, not the style at all.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? It's not about the style, it's the day. And also, we do not include the exam prep because those guys in the UK do not need to take the exam, right? So, which is why for Nigeria, it is 2 weeks. Okay, so the first couple of days, the first 6 days is like the proper training. And then the other, whatever is left there is like exam prep and all that for, sitting the PMP and all of that stuff. But for the guys in the UK, literally 1 weekend, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday, go straight to the point and then push them into the project experience. That's how we've been doing it here in the UK. For Nigeria, we take our time. After we've given you the practical curriculum, which we give the guys in the UK, we then have to train you according to the PMP curriculum as well, so you can be able to sit and pass the exam. That's the reason why it takes that long for the Nigerian market. Okay, Chisom, just wanted to be clear. Okay. All right. And then Mecca, how are you? Can you please unmute Emeka, Deborah, please? Thank you.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Hi.
Okay. I just have a question. I didn't actually join the training. As when scheduled, I was caught up with something, so I joined in very late. So and I didn't get a part of you talked about the offer for today. You made mention of something like that. So I didn't actually get the offer for today. So I don't actually know what it's all about. So can you just talk about it?
Okay, that's fine. So basically, we spoke about offers for the programs that we've got. Okay, so as a business, we provide training for individuals that are trying to become project managers or PMOs. Okay, and the offer for the PMO program is 250,000 naira. That includes training and 1 month project experience. Likewise, for the Scrum Master is also 250,000 naira, which includes projects and training and project experience. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Then for the business analysis program and the data analysis program, that's 300,000 naira based on today's offer, or this weekend's offer, if I just change that. And then for the data and business analysis is 300,000 naira each. Okay, the software development program ranges from 325,000 naira to 600,000 naira. 325,000 naira for the front end, right? Which is part 1. Okay, part 2 is web development, which is 500,000 naira because you have to have done the front end before you can become a web developer, right? And then part 3, which is a full stack development, which is back end development, OOP, object oriented programming. That is a full stack developer. So basically, you have to have done front end, understand how to do web development before you can do the back end as well. So that is 600,000 naira. Okay, then we also have UX UI, which is 300,000 naira, and a couple of other courses as well. So Nemeka, what we're doing is immediately after this call, if you can drop your email address, I think I saw your email address there. We would email you this document that has all the courses we have on offer, the timing options, and also has the pricing of them offer as well. So you can look at it, digest it. If you have any further questions, you can respond to us, just reply to the email that got sent for any questions. And if you need a call back, a member of our team can give you a call back as well. Okay. So as long as you're engaging with us, even if it takes a couple of days till Monday, Tuesday to basically close you as a customer, it's fine. It's just about ensuring that we get you engaged. Okay. Because we understand it's something new, so we do not want to pressure you into just making a commitment. We want to ensure that you're making an informed decision, if that makes sense. Okay, so if you're interested, drop your email address. This document will be sent to you, and then we can take it from there. All right. Cool. Any other questions, guys? Keep the questions coming. It's all good. We've got time. Okay, so finally, just before we go, again, if you have any, if you want us to reach out to you offline, please make sure that you drop your email addresses. We can reach out to you. Follow us on Instagram at the Newleaf Group _. You've got the email addresses for members of the team that you can reach out to. If you reach out to the sales, Busala will pick that up. Reach out to our head of sales. Louis could pick that up as well. And you reach out to myself, the founder here in Nigeria and in the UK. Literally founder everywhere. All right. So reach out to me. We can have a chat one-to-one, see how we can help you, talk to you, and basically see how we can close you. Okay. Right. It's been lovely speaking to you guys. Thank you for giving us your Saturday afternoon. We've still got quite a number of things that may or may not be relevant to you here, but we just got like things like we've spoken about what projects portfolio program management is. We've spoken about the methodologies, and in terms of the key stakeholders, we've kind of like gone through all the job roles, which are the courses that we have to offer. So I believe the entire curriculum for today's session has been covered. I would share this document, just like I said. But I thank you guys once again for giving us an opportunity to chat to you guys on a Saturday afternoon. I'm wishing you a good Saturday afternoon, and looking forward to having you guys on board, hopefully. So all the best. You've got all our social media details on there, all the email addresses on there. Use it if you need it. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for your time, and have a good afternoon. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.